Okay, guys, this is Pastor Brian. Thank you all so much for working so hard with the child check-in stuff and being patient. I'm going to show you what's causing us the biggest problems. Everything is working the way that the city thinks it should work. I've emailed them tonight and told them about this issue we're having, and I'm begging them to make a change. But for the time being, I feel like if you guys know about what's happening, then it can fix a lot of our problems. Um, when someone walks up to check in, each parent for the kids can have different barcodes, different phone numbers, it doesn't matter. For instance, under my name, I have my cell phone number, the barcode on the back of my driver's license, and the barcode on my AAA card, all under my name. Under Brooke's name, she has her cell phone number and the barcode on her driver's license. Any of those 5 items can check Braxton and Ainsley in on a Sunday morning. The other way, of course, they can do is to come in and check this button, the big button, log in as a city user, hit enter, and their kids will come up. That works every time. Now, some people don't know their username and password, which is why it's good for them to have some barcodes under their name. So just for instance, if I walk up and I type in my phone number 352-978-1284 and hit enter, you see that it pulls up my kids' names, no problem. Here's where the problem comes in. And if you look down right about here, you're going to see where the computer starts to work to look somebody up. If someone tells you their number is 352-555-5555 and you type in 352 and pause for a second, you'll notice this starts working right away almost. And it's looking up 352. 352 is obviously no one's barcode, and so it doesn't find anyone, okay? The same thing happens when you go to log someone in who's new. Okay, when you go in here and you go to give them a barcode and you ask them their phone number and they say 352 and you go and then yes, and then you ask them again, it starts working before you start to finish their phone number, and it gives them a 3-digit barcode. And that's why there was a barcode under the Klings family as 352. Well, now every time anyone that obviously has a 352 phone number comes up and says, yeah, check my kid in with my phone number, it's 352, and you pause, and it starts to look up already within that first second that you pause, it looks up the Klings and comes up with that. So that's where that problem is happening, okay? So the best thing is that someone would actually have a barcode. They can walk up by themselves, grab the scanner, scan their barcode, check their kids in. The other way is, if they're going to use their phone number, they need to type in their phone number without a pause, such as this, 352-978-1284. I can hit enter or I can not hit enter. If I don't, this time I didn't, it started to work after my pause, my children come up again. Again, just to show you, if I come up and I pause 352 and I'm thinking, oh, what's my number did I use? It started working already, and it's starting to pull somebody up here that has a 352 barcode, which I'm going to go in and fix later. Okay, so that's the biggest problem. So let them know, or you need to know, if you're using a phone number, you need to type it in without pausing. So don't listen to their area code, type in that, and then wait for the rest of the number. Go ahead and get the number, type it in quickly, and hit enter, or once you pause after typing it in, it will check them in. If someone would like to add a barcode to their name, they are already in the system with their kids and everything, and the only barcode they had was their phone number, you need to write down that person's name, and I may try to, and we'll figure out what we're going to do about that. The way that you do that is by going into the admin, and I'll go ahead and show that here. Some of you aren't ever going to be able to do this. Hannah, you may end up having these rights, and then I can show you how to do that now. What you do, there's actually a secret button here on this child check-in page, and it's right here. You can see my cursor goes from an arrow to a finger. And when you click that secret button, you can change to admin. This doesn't take but 30 seconds if you know what you're doing. And so that's why it's good for us to have two computers out there working. Sorry about that. If I wanted to add a barcode to Williams, I would come in here, find my name after a search. I could add a barcode, click right here, use the scanner to scan that barcode, hit the save button, come back over here to check in, and then I'm back to where I started, and I can use the scanner to scan that same barcode. It will be in there on their account now. Sign them in under the barcode and move on from there. So you see, it only takes an extra 30 seconds to add that. We just have to figure out who needs those privileges and that permission to do that, and we can get that done. I hope this helps. Thank you all again for being patient, and I know that that phone number thing is a pain. I'm asking them to make it to where they have to hit the enter button if you're going to use a phone number. But until that happens, just know that if you pause, it's going to go with that first few numbers that you already put in. And that's where the problem is. So if you see that happen, one more time, if you see this happen right here, let me go through that real quick. If I add a new person, when I got to go through and delete all these test people. When you get to this point, if you go to type in a barcode and you pause and it starts to work here, and you see, oh, there's only a 3-digit code, then go back here to start over, or do another one. Say, okay, I'm sorry, I messed that up. Tell me that number again, and then type it in. Now I've got a 10-digit barcode. That means I got the whole phone number in. Good. It shows me the last 4 digits. I know I did it right. Write down this person's name that you messed up with the 3-digit code, and then give that to Sharon afterwards so that I can go into this person's account and delete that 3-digit barcode that's messing everything up. Does that make sense? Okay. Then you can be done with barcodes, you know, and finish with the rest of their information. Okay. Hope this helps. Thank y'all for all you do. And, okay, bye-bye.